I am often asked about my opponents in this race for CD2, so I figured I'd take a moment and explain my thoughts about my opponents. As always, ladies first. First we have Cathy Sampson. She's a dynamite gal. She's a EMT and she likes sports. If stuff hits the fan, I want that woman on my side. She's a great gal. Next up is Brian Nadell. According to his website, he is a professional poker legend, and Nevada is a gambling state. If we happen to have somebody representing us in Northern Nevada and DC, that may not be a bad thing. And rumor has it, what I understand is that should he become our representative in Northern Nevada, that he would think about moving to the district that he represents. So we've got that going for us. Next up, we've got Mark Amodei, the incumbent. He's a career politician, started politics in high school when he ran for class president. He was appointed to his first term and has been enjoying the benefits of incumbency ever since. He's been in office nearly 11 years, and right now he's trying for his 7th term. He's got the unique distinction of being what I refer to as a woke Republican. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but here we are. He not only voted for H.R. 1440, but was a co-sponsor of H.R. 1440, giving special rights and privileges to those who identify as transgender. Those of us who are not transgender don't get to enjoy the same benefits. Should he get elected for his 7th term, we shouldn't be surprised if in the next session he pushes for more planks of the woke platform to include mandatory grooming for our children, or CRT, in both the classroom and in business. And last up, we've got Danny Tarkanian. He is a career politician in that he's always running for some office. He spent his entire adult life riding on the coattails of his controversial college basketball coach father, Jerry. He's run for 10 different offices: the Nevada State Senate, Secretary of State, U.S. Senate, U.S. House, CD4, Nevada Regent, the U.S. House again, this time for CD3, U.S. Senate, House again for CD3, Douglas County Commissioner, and now he's running for House again, this time for CD2. With Tarkanian's record as a serial candidate, the voters in Douglas County were concerned that should he get elected for county commissioner, that he may in fact jump again. Just after a year in office as a Douglas County commissioner, he betrayed that promise and now he's running for another office. Tarkanian knows that I'm a resident of Douglas County, and when we were in an event together, I approached him and I said, hey, does the county commission have any contingency plans in the event that the economy goes sideways? His answer both shocked and enraged me. He said, I can't answer any questions about policy right now. I'm too focused on my election campaign. I'd be happy to discuss policy with you after the primary on June 14th. The guy cannot walk and chew gum. That's the time when you want to talk about policy in your current job. That's your experience that you're resting on, and what you want to do in the office that you're seeking. He couldn't have that conversation with me because he was too focused on his election campaign. I've got additional concerns, several in fact, about his suitability for the job. I'm a Desert Storm veteran. I have been to war, I've seen the horrors of it. In an interview that he had with Sam Shad at the Atlantis Casino, he was talking about what we need to do as a country to deal with the Ukrainian situation. He said that he supports sending all kinds of military equipment. He wants to give them aircraft, and then he wants to enforce a no-fly zone. Any which of these items would create a situation that Russia would have to respond and enter the world into World War III, starting with us and Russia. Danny's entire campaign is about tearing down the incumbent, saying Mark is bad, I'm not Mark, so I deserve your vote. I think you need to have a little bit more going for you than that. Anyway, I brought up the fact that as a candidate running for CD2, that the vast majority of his money, 93% in fact, comes from outside of the district. When I brought that up, thin-skinned Tarkanian decided that he was going to interrupt my speech by telling me that I was a liar. You can go to the FEC website yourself and see the facts, where 4 out of 55 donors came from the district. This upset Tarkanian so much that he was heard dropping F-bombs as he exited the church where this event was being held. Classy guy. In a bizarre fashion, whenever Tarkanian arrives at an event with his wife, the very first thing he does with the limited amount of time that us candidates are provided is introduce his wife. Oftentimes he gets it wrong, calls her a political consultant until she corrects him that she is a political pundit. I've seen plenty of political speeches, and it's something I've never seen before. First
of all, I want to introduce the top political pundit, Republican top political pundit here in the state, my wife, Amy Tarkanian. You can see her on Newsmax 7 to 10 times a week. In fact, she'll be on twice tonight. She'll be on at 5:15 and at 5:45.
Even in the campaign literature, his wife's face is more prominent in one of the photos than him. We're often told that if we elect Danny for CD2, that we also get Amy. So we get 2 for the price of 1. Where have we heard that before in politics? There is uncertainty as to where Tarkanian rests on the Second Amendment. He admittedly is not a gun guy. He brings up the Gun Owners of America issue concerning the incumbent. He's had issues with the NRA in terms of his ratings. Right now, he has no rating, and then he was asked about this at an event at Boomtown by the Washoe County Central Committee chair as to what his rating was with the Nevada Firearms Coalition. He indicated that he had an A, whereas he has a failure to respond. So he does not have an A rating as he indicated. This man cannot be trusted. So to conclude, I don't think that Tarkanian has the temperament, the disposition, the skill set, or the knowledge and capabilities to perform as any kind of an elected official. He can't be trusted. He goes against his word. What he tells you today is going to change tomorrow. So I don't think that he is going to be a good representative for those of us in Northern Nevada. If you have any questions about why it is that I think that I'm better suited for that job, take a look at my YouTube channel and the rest of the website, and I'll explain my positions. Thank you.